I've become a big fan of this CD, and I'm happy to say I'm going to meet the person responsible. Her name is Franny Faith, and the CD is Artist of the Heart. She is going to be at the Ananda Ashram for the Krishna Das Kirtan weekend, which is coming up a week from this weekend. And as well as a couple of people that we're going to be speaking with right now. And we have a Sheperd Ringer and Bonnie Ringer. They're with us. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, and during that weekend, not only will I be meeting Franny Faith, who you just heard a little bit of that song, but also you guys.
Yep, we'll be there.
We're looking forward to it.
So it's just great. You know, you were mentioning off air a little bit how our circle of connection is just growing, and I hope that that we're also getting it with people that are listening to this program in the spirit. They can feel that their connection to this is also growing. So we're providing an opportunity for people to get to know about these things that you're associated with and what we're telling people about. Now, why don't you introduce yourselves to our listeners, Sheperd and Bonnie? We'll start with Sheperd.
I think we should start with Bonnie.
Start with Bonnie.
I'm the man behind the woman.
Yeah.
My name is Bonnie Ringer, and I'm the founder of Bonnie's Yoga Shala, and I proudly support the Tibetan Home of Hope. It's an orphanage that supports 83 children in Tibet. And I traveled to Tibet with my 10-year-old daughter in 2009 to support the Tibetan Home of Hope. And we just want to get the message out that there's a great event, an evening event coming up this weekend, the Sunday, March 6th. That's in Nyack. And it's open to everybody. We have some tickets available, and we just want as many people as we can to find out about this great opportunity to be of service to other people.
Well, tell us about. Of course, we're not asking people to go there, are we? But no. But what we are doing, we're presenting this as an opportunity if people do wish to attend. So what I'm asking you to do is explain what this event is about.
Go ahead, Shep.
Well, this is our 4th annual benefit for the Tibetan Home of Hope, which again is the orphanage that we support in Tibet, in the Amdo region of Tibet. It's founded by Tashi Dolma and Tashi Rabtin, who are refugees of Tibet, and they are residents of Valley Cottage. They have medical healing centers, and they saw the need for this orphanage in their travels back to Tibet to visit family. And this is our 4th year that we're doing this event. We have musicians. We have the Alan Wan Quartet will be there. It is in Nyack, which is a very friendly, supportive town. And we have some music. We have Tibetan foods. We have a live auction, a silent auction. We have a lot of great auction items available. We have some great Tibetan food, momos, and great, authentic, made by Tibetans, Tibetan food. And it's just a wonderful all-around event, and there will be close to 400 people, like-minded people who are interested in helping others and making sure that we all feel a little connection and that we can all make everyone's life a little better.
Now, you have a deep connection with Tibet. How did that begin?
I'm going to let Bonnie go on that.
5 years ago, being a yoga teacher, I have a lot of different students that come into me, and one particular student had an issue that I said, I know of a woman, Tashi Dolma, who's from Tibet, and I know she's a great acupuncturist. I'm going to send you there. And it was from that student that I friended Tashi over 5 years ago. And once I connected with her, it was an immediate connection. We were kindred souls. And from that day forth, I jumped on board to help with the orphanage. Like I said, that was 5 years ago. And once the orphanage became founded and up and running, we stayed connected. We wanted to go in 2008. We couldn't get there to Tibet, my daughter and I, because of the Olympics there. But then we were able to travel in 2009. Once I went there firsthand, I saw the need for outside help. And as I am a mother of 2 children, when I was there seeing all these children who needed our help, I mean, just basic necessities, I couldn't, there was no other place to turn. You can't turn away when you see all these children, ages 2 to 16. And they're the most spiritual, lovely, compassionate, loving, happy children, and they need help. And it was just, it was an honor and a privilege to go there, to be of service to them. And when I came home, I was on a mission to get as many people as I could on board with knowing about the Tibetan Home of Hope. And really, it's part of my yoga training about karmic yoga that we are supposed to help other people. We are supposed to move outside of just our little family circle, our friends and neighbors, and really reach past that to help everybody, because we really are one energy, and you really do want to help other people. And the Tibetan people, like I said, are so spiritual, so extraordinary in their compassion and love for one another, that we want to keep that alive. We want to make sure that they get to keep their tradition and their heritage alive as much as possible. And this is what the Tibetan Home of Hope does. It allows them to continue with their culture, their teachings, their language, their Tonka paintings, and all the things that are being taken away from them. They get an opportunity to have that and be cared for in the full sense. They get to be nurtured and fed, and there's a home and educated, and it's a wonderful, wonderful orphanage and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, again, to be of service to others.
Thank you. Information about this event is on your website, TibetanHomeofHope.org. This is the 4th annual, what you call Evening in Tibet, a benefit for a Tibetan Home of Hope. Evening in Tibet. Now, I like that title. What does that mean? Are we going to be given, those people that attend this are going to get a sense of being in Tibet?
They will certainly get a sense of being in Tibet. We go to great efforts to decorate the room. They will see a lot of authentic, one-of-a-kind, handmade Tibetan tonkas, and those are the artistry of the deities that you see. They're normally on silk and decorated with silk. They'll see a lot of artwork. They will be around many Tibetan people. We will be, again, eating authentic Tibetan food made by Tibetan hands. We spend the whole day making momos. They're delicious little dumplings. And they will really get to feel the energy and be in the circle of a Tibetan energy and Tibetan people. I one of my favorite places to visit is Northampton, Massachusetts, and I used to go more often just for a day trip, and they used to have these Tibetan places. There was a couple of stores, and I became really good. I really enjoyed going there and getting and talking with them, and getting a feel for their lives and listening to the music. And of course, Nawang Kachag. Mm-hmm. We have, he's a good friend of this show, and we of course would play his music, and so I think what you're doing is offering the Tibetan people something that they obviously need and deserve, and also giving us an opportunity to experiencing another culture. One of the great things we have that we get to experience, we have monks who come down from the monastery in Connecticut, and they do a number of chants, and that's what we use to kick off the evening. Mm-hmm. And we have the Venerable Tenzin Nyandak, Geshe Tempa Chopal, and Geshe Wangdu. And if you've never heard it, even if you've heard Tibetan chanting on a recording or on the radio, to hear it in person, it's so moving, and it just takes over. And we have that, which we start off our evening with, and it's just phenomenal. We also have another guest, Funsong Namgyal Dumkang, who is a calligrapher and performer, and he will also be there. And these are really very popular people in Tibet, the Funsong Namgyal Dumkang. And he will be there performing. So we do give you a good flavor of Tibet, and even if you're not familiar with it, you will learn many of the ways and meet Tibetan monks and really see what a great loving people they are.
Yes, they are. 𝐻𝐂𝐃, New York. This is for people that want information. It's going to be on March 6th. That's coming up this weekend.
That is this Sunday. We start with a reception starts around 5:30. I believe there's a VIP reception at 5 o'clock where you can meet the entertainers and meet the monks and meet the people and the supporters, the key supporters and the board behind the orphanage. And then at 5:30, it's an open reception. There's food and drink and wine, and the festivities. The monks start at 6. There's links on Bonnie's website and also on Tibetan Home of Hope. You can join us if you want to join us. You can buy tickets online through Friday afternoon, and it's a wonderful event.
Right. Well, thank you so much. 𝐻𝐂𝐃, New York, Sunday, March 6th at 5 o'clock. The website is TibetanHomeofHope.org. And great. So I'm looking forward to learning more about it myself. I want to thank you for sharing this in these few minutes. And some other time, perhaps with Bonnie, we will share about your teachings as well. And what is your website, Bonnie?
Bonnie'sYogaShala.com.
Okay, Bonnie's
YogaShala.com.
Yoga Shala. When you spell Bonnie, IES?
It's IES Yoga Shala, SHALA.com.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Sheperd Ringer, Bonnie and Sheperd Ringer. Thank you for sharing. Anything else?
I just want to thank you, Gary, for having us on and having us have the opportunity to share the Tibetan Home of Hope with your listeners. And I hope we reach some new people who didn't know about this before but would love to be a part of it.
Well, thank you
for that opportunity.
Yeah, and we welcome an opportunity to share this as well with our listeners so they can know about this benefit for the Tibetan people called an 4th Annual Evening in Tibet, a benefit for Tibetan Home of Hope. So if you'd like to stay on the line, I'll speak with you for a moment.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.